All right, Brian.
Yes?
Before we continue, I just want to say for a completely improvised tutorial, this is not bad at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So before we get started,
considering that we've never seen Java before in our lives.
Yeah, actually, this is our first experience with Java. We're actually learning Java as we record it.
Right.
Which is really cool and exciting for us.
And we're not going to tell you that.
Yeah,
because it's going to ruin the illusion.
We will. We'll put it in there. Why the hell not? It shows what we do in our spare time too.
Yeah.
So before we continue on with this, we want to separate the file input into its own function, and then we're going to have the file output into its own function so we can make it more modular based.
Yeah, and just keep it nice and clean.
Yeah.
Kind of keep the program tight.
Yeah.
It'll be nice.
So what I'm going to do is right here we have catch, the end of catch 49 to 28. Right click, and cut. We've ruined it all.
Holy screw.
Okay. Public. Static. And we're going to declare this void. And this is going to be load file.
Are you sure you want to declare it void?
Yes, because what we're going to do is we're going to pass the array to it. And the array is going to, the data is going to be changed as it's down here. So we don't have to return anything. Trust me when I say this.
I know
what I'm talking about.
I see what you're saying. I see what you mean.
Because they are not passed by value.
Right.
Arrays are by default passed by reference.
Gotcha.
And that's the C++ trick that I know. And then read file. Okay.
And then we'll do int x. We'll just kind of do it like the other one.
Int x is going to be exactly the same, just like that. All right, you ready for this, monster?
Here it goes. Nice.
Beautiful. So every instance of array is going to be turned into x.
Oh, you're not actually passing anything, so you don't want the int x.
Yes, you do, because x has to exist within this function.
Yeah.
So this should be it. This should work.
Right.
Now, all that we did is we copied and pasted those lines into this.
Right.
So let's come back here and separate this function from the rest of the code. So then we can come back up here to the main function, and if I run this, it should work because we declare an integer. So inside the read file function or method, whatever you want to call it, the array is actually going to be populated within that. So what we could do is we can call the read file function read file papa cha-cha send it array. Why not? F6. And it works beautifully.
Awesome.
So it's exactly the same in Java as it is in C++. Arrays are by default passed by reference and not by value. So if a array is changed in a sub-function, it actually changes the content of the array. That's how it is in C++.
Right.
So we have the read file function. So now our main function is so much smaller and cleaner, and now our program is on the more modular based model, which is what any computer science professor would recommend. So, Brian.
Yes, sir.
Let us
write this to a file?
Sure.
Sweet.
So actually what I think we should do is instead of print array, because we don't want to have any output to the screen.
Yeah, we can modify it. All right. Let's just change it to write array.
Yeah. So we're just going to change this to, instead of print, write file, and then we'll just modify that because this program has now morphed itself into a processing program, so there's actually no output.
Right.
So within this, we're sending it the array, and that's all that we have to send it.
Right.
So now, Brian, maybe you could help me out with this output to the file.
Okay, so let's get rid of that for loop there.
It's gone.
Okay. So let's do this. We'll start out with a try. All right, and in the brackets, we'll start a file output stream, all capital FOS, and we'll call this fout. That's going to be equal to a new instance of file output stream, and the parameter we're going to be passing is the name of the file. So we're going to call that sort.text. Okay, so now we want to print the stream of. So on this next line, we'll just start a print stream with a capital P and capital S, and we'll call that print stream my output.
Semicolon?
And that's going to be equal to a new instance of print stream.
Whoa. Within, like a function?
No. Without that equal.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Print stream will be the type.
Yeah, okay. Print stream my output equals
a new instance of print stream. And the parameter we're going to be passing is the fout that we defined previously.
Okay.
Fout. Right. Okay, so now let's make a while loop. Yeah. Okay, and above the while loop, we want to make a counter. So let's define an int counter.
Shouldn't we just make that a for loop?
Yeah, we could just make it. All right, let's do it a for loop. Sounds good?
Because then there's already a built-in counter.
Yeah. For int I equals whatever, up to 10.
Okay.
Okay, so now every time this passes through, we're going to say my output with a capital O dot println. So we're actually printing to the output stream. Then in parentheses, whatever is in the array at that point in time. So
I'm
it's actually
sorry?
going to be
X.
xi
Mm-hmm. Is that it?
semicolon.
Okay. And then...
And so now we want to. So now that's it for try. So now we want to do the catch. So catch, and then in parentheses
parentheses?
after catch, IO exception, capital IOE, and space lowercase e. Right,
Okay.
now in the parentheses, we'll just print an error and exit the system. So system out println e.
You mean within the brackets?
Right.
The curly braces. Mm-hmm.
Dot println. No, back up.
Oh, wow. See, it's finishing all my stuff for me.
Yeah. No, back up one more. Println. Dot println. And then the what we're printing is e. E is actually the error message.
Right.
Alright, now on the next line we'll just do a system.exit and then in parentheses 1, which will close the program if it can't write a file. Okay, and that should successfully write us a file.
Here we have the write file function. Pause the screen, code it.
Alright, so let's run this and we'll check the root of our project directory and see what's made.
F6, run, build successful.
In 1 second, holy screw.
What was that?
Only 1 second
Ah.
build time.
Alt-tab.
Crazy.
Go back to Conqueror. We have a sort.txt
Oh wow,
file.
what's in there?
And within this we have the sorted. And then here's the data. So here we have the input. And let me just be obnoxious here for a minute and put these side by side. Look at this.
Beautiful.
So here's what it came in as, and here's what it left as.
So that concludes the beginner crash course to Java. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks for watching.